Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Driver 2. This is Slow, and this is a cutscene with music in it that would trip the thing. But what I'm going to try and do is cut out the intro bit of it and leave in the words that they say, and see if that bypasses the thing. You never know, it might actually work.
Cover? That's why I'm keeping my head down. That's why I need to ride, Tanner. Man, I got smart-ass cops from Vegas crawling all over me, putting on the squeeze.
They figured you as working for Vasquez?
Uh-huh. Cover is solid. Still ain't nothing more I can do.
Yeah, notice the Driver 2 poster in the background there.
Oh, Lenny was here.
Nice self-advertisement.
Me after him. Hey, if Kane's coming out on top for now, that got anything to do with you? Listen, you better make it count while you can, because Lenny's changing everything. The longer he's in the Brazilian pocket, the bigger Kane's gonna lose. So what is it Lenny knows?
He's, not the whole story. There's more between Kane and Vasquez than Lenny. They know each other's moves.
Now, we don't know that. We gotta go with what we got.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
And so begins this mission. I hate this thing so much.
Airport, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You got no bags?
I got a few things.
Oh man, Jones is gonna stink again.
No, I ain't. I told you it wasn't me. It was a guy behind me. I'll buy some new threads when I land. Roadblock. They staked us out. Let's move it.
And so begins Stakeout, a giant point A to point B with extreme police intervention, as I will call it. Not only that, but I believe that is also the longest introductory cutscene of any mission in Driver 2. And the difficulty level is sufficient that you will have to play the mission several times before you eventually get it right. And this was a failed attempt, as you can tell by the obligatory super fast mode. As I say, the police intervention is extreme. There's roadblocks, there's going to be at least 2 cops chasing you, and if they're not behind you, they're most likely going to head on you. And if they head on you more than twice, just you may as well just restart, because there's no chance of success. Yeah, this is pretty brutal for a mission. Well, it's not just a case of if you get hit, you take damage, but your felony meter will go up as well, which will make additional hits even more extreme. It's pretty mean. What's even more mean is that you cannot finish the mission with the tail, and in comparison to previous missions where the cops would automatically back off as you approach the final objective, they'll stay on you for this mission, so you have to lose them manually, which, depending on the state of your vehicle, can be close to impossible considering the time limit. Hooray for the victory one. Now, as you noticed when I did it before, the first thing you always do in this mission is turn the other way. Because after playing this mission for a very long time back in the day, I believe this is where the optimal route lies for this mission. I got moderately lucky with that head-on there. Although I do believe I do actually get whacked several other times during this run, and I end up at the finish line eventually, but at very critical health. The time limit is generous enough that you can get to the end even after getting headed on a couple of times, but in general you're going to have barely enough time to shake off any additional tails. Yeah, a combined attack like that will take off a lot of your health, and as you see there, I hit triangle to try and get out of the vehicle and it will not let you. So, you pretty much just have one health bar for this whole mission. I will probably say that I think this is the hardest mission in the entire Vegas campaign, simply due to the significant amount of police that you will have to face up to during the entire length of the mission, really. I suspect if you use the technique of making sure there's a couple of guys constantly chasing you, that no other cops will spawn in your face. That may make it easier, but it's certainly not ideal, especially since you have to turn a few times and they can spin you out if they're close enough. Okay, so I make it to the end here. I still have the tails, so I have to figure out how to lose them in a very small space. I'm not sure how I actually manage it here, whether it's by causing them to self-destruct or not. Hooray for self-destruction. One cruel thing about this mission though is that, as I said, the cops won't disappear when you approach the objective. They will spawn next to the objective as well. As you see right there, the cops literally spawn like right down the road.
We found the yard that feeds Vasquez. Gas, guns, everything. Destroy this yard. We cut his supplies and hit him hard. The yard keys are in the blue sedan.
Okay, so after getting impaled on chairs, we are approaching the end of Vegas campaign, which is a 3-tier mission. The first objective is to acquire the keys to this target yard. The second objective is to acquire the means to destroy said yard. And the third is to, well, destroy said yard. And to acquire the keys, our first objective is a simple case of intercepting and destroying a target vehicle. Nothing too particular. I believe the vehicle does not abide by the infinite density rules, however, so you have to ram the thing pretty hard in order to deal the necessary damage. Hooray for random loading pauses. I actually failed this mission previously, but I didn't save the recording, and when I retried the mission, that same pause happens in the same exact place, so I believe it's like loading chunks of the map via the disc. And this is yet another case of the randomness of the chasing the vehicle mechanics and the just how random the AI is in the directions in which it decides to travel. If it gets into a slow paced one like this for too long, probably not going to be able to do significant enough damage to take him out, unless you get particularly lucky. That would be the end of the mission. Until next time, this has been Slow. See you next time.